Good afternoon. On behalf of Eminent Communications and Media Services, welcome you to this interview session. I believe I am with the CEO of M Plus Conglomerate, the person of Mr. Ogun Show. Have you ever qualified?
Yes.
Our pleasure to be with you on behalf of Eminent Communications and Media Services. Together with me is Mr. Lijatu Daniel as the cameraman.
Special to have you here.
Coming to this quarry, it's quite interesting. Just like what you would imagine on Nigerian roads where such a industry is located. Very undulating, but it is expected. If you go towards Mosimi where the money comes from, it's always the same story. That's our country, and we believe that things will be better. Quickly, can we know you? And before going to, let me say that this interview session will be in two forms. One, this one, and after this we go to site to see work in progress, to see how rock is melted into granite and how other particles of the rock are separated, are sifted to to be a sort of documentary for your company and for your archives. But first and foremost, can we meet you? Can you tell us about yourself, about your background, about your growing up, your education, as training and religion? I'll be taking one after the other. Let's know you. Tell us about yourself.
My name is Ogun. I'm the CEO of Plus Multi-Services, Plus Quarry, Plus Multi-Services, Petroleum, Plus Exotic Cars. I was born in the 80s. I celebrated my birthday 73 December. I started
your parents?
Oh, the name of my father is Aliaji Fasasi Adele. And my mother, Musirat Kayumi.
So you are born by a twin.
Yeah.
What about your twin, your mother's twin sister or twin brother?
No more.
Okay.
So my mother is from the family of Aledo, and my father is from the family of Adele from Odoshimose, and both of them are from Odoshimose. So I started my study from my foundation nursery and private school, and I finished from there. I went to Ahmadiyya Comprehensive High School in Agowe. My primary school and my secondary school is from Agowe.
Is this a foundation or staff school?
So after that, I studied industrial and labor relation in Olabisi Olamide University.
Okay, can you tell us?
I'm a family of 4.
Okay.
Right now, I'm a father and I have a family. I have 3 kids
and a lovely wife. And the name of your wife, can we know her name?
The name of her is Mosumola Monsurat Sudufai.
And your children?
The children, my first one is Abdul Malik.
Okay.
One that follows is Mubarak.
Okay.
And the queen in the house is Montia.
Where are they?
They live in Los Angeles.
Los Angeles, America?
Yes.
Alhamdulillah. Can you remember some of your playmates, some of your schoolmates in your primary school, your secondary school, and your universities?
In my primary school, I have a friend there, Monsurat. Her name is Monsurat because she's a lady, but we are friends there. Her name is Monsurat.
Primary school or secondary
school? And while in my secondary school, I have a friend, Abiola Mokoya, and we are still friends till now. So I think most of my friends I still have till now.
You still retain your friends
from my secondary school.
Can you remember some of their names?
I have a friend too, Kasim. I have a friend too, Shemu Mokoya. I have a friend too, Tayo Adebayo.
The university?
One of us, we went to the same university together.
Okay, even some of those friends that you grew up with, you ended up going to, because the university is in Agowe anyway, and also they hail from Agowe. But look, can't you say coincidence? If you had a friend by the name of Surat in your primary school and you ended up getting married to a wife that is on Surat, were you planning that in the later years you would marry Monsura, or that that is how God wants it?
No, it's just a coincidence. That's how God wants it.
It's a coincidence. You are not told by your name. It suggests that you're Muslim.
I'm a Muslim, and I'm born in the Muslim family.
Okay, Islam, the home of Islam. Okay, given your background, born in Agowe, went to all of your schools in Agowe, what lessons do you think are there for you? And to some people who think that if they are born in such a place, that's the end of life, or that God does not like them for coming from a place where they think that it's not Lagos, it's not Abuja, it's not big cities, and you come from that humble background, and here you are today. So what message do you want to put across to anybody born anywhere?
Anyways, I won't agree I was brought up in that kind of place because I've always been encouraged by my father. He encouraged me a lot, and he lets me understand the kind of family I'm into and the kind of family I came out from. For example, he told me about my grandfather. He told me he was a great man. And
you remember the name of your grandfather?
I can remember Yusuf Adegbemi. That's the name of the grandfather. He told me about him. He told me he's a great man, and even the great grandfather was a great man too. So
if I can chip in something, I think the great grandfather is Yusuf Adegbemi. That's the great grandfather. The grandfather was Ahmad Al-Rufai. That's how you are Rufai.
That's what I'm Rufai. So he told me a lot about him, and from the story I heard from that village, well, we have a lot of great people. So from that and from what I've heard from my father, I always believe everybody can make it. Be it where you come from, be it the family you come from. Some places can make it anyway.
So where one is born, the one's place of birth, where one is born does not and should not limit the potentials of one becoming whatever he or she is destined to be in life. That is the message. That is the lesson.
Definitely. I'm sorry, I will not agree with you that where I was born or where I was raised is not really big, or to say they are not really enlightened or
enlightened.
Yeah. Because this same time we're talking about, we have all that sort of there.
So we're saying the same thing. I'm saying that where one is born does not limit what one is to become in future. That's what I'm saying. I got you right. That where one is born, it should not be a limitation to actualizing one's potentials. I got it right. I just wanted to recap. Okay. Given your, but it's related to the first one. Given your background, your parenting, those who born you, would you have wished that something is changed? Would you have wished that it has not been like that? It has been like it should have been the other way? Are you pleased with your creator, your God, for planting you where He planted you?
Yes, I'm so happy to come from the family of Adegbemi. Like I said earlier, Adegbemi is a great family, and they are very, very good. And I happen to be one of the child I came out from Adegbemi. I have a uncle that is a lecturer. I have a uncle that works in petroleum. I have a lot of uncles like that. or I'm happen to be one of the preacher that came out from
One of the great children from Adebori Palace. In Africa, in Yoruba, in Ijebu, that we are all familiar with. There are also instances where our grandparents, grandmother from the father's side, grandmother from the mother's side, they play certain roles in raising their grandchildren. Was this applicable to you? Did any of your grandparents, your grandmother, from the father's side, grandmother from your mother's side, your grandfather, you not have, if you met any grandfather, did they at any time play any role in your development?
If I could say, Yoruba used to say, ọmọ àgbà máa ṣe bí ọmọ àgbà. The reason why I said that is I was got up and live with my grandma. That happens to be a sports child there because they are the one that raised me.
They pampered you.
They pampered me. My grandma from my father's side, my grandma from my mother's side.
Can you remember their names?
That's if I could remember.
Oh, I think I'm not one day.
You know, during the old days, the grandmas, they won't tell you their names.
Okay, what do they remember?
I asked.
What were they called?
I remember I asked
Your grandma
from my father's side.
Oh,
I asked her what was her name. She said, I'm telling you my name now. Maybe when I'm gone, you get to know my name. And it happens when she died. I got to know her name. I think her name is Kadijat. That is my grandma from my father's side.
For the father's side,
they used to call her Alakara. They used to call her Alakara.
She was.
Yeah, and for my mother's side, my grandma, they used to call her Oreko. Yeah, and it's from.
What's so your grandmother was from father was Alakara. Your grandmother from your mother from your mom was what was she selling?
She's a trader.
Okay. She was a trader. Your growing up, what period would you consider as very challenging that is so as a great challenge? Why should this end? What other one do you think consider as very exciting that made you happy?
If I could think deeply, the challenge I had was when I wanted to travel with my family, 2 kids and a wife. It was a big challenge for me. I remember traveling to Abuja, going up and down. And after that, I was ready to travel. And the visa is going to expire in the next 15 to 10 days, and we didn't have money to get that ticket. That was when I had to be going up and down, and at the end I ended up selling my car, and it was a big challenge for me. I struggled to make sure everything would work as fine, and at the end of the day we made it.
So how would you say, what are the exciting moments?
Yeah, the exciting moment was when I got there successfully.
When you got it successfully.
I was so happy.
So how would you now say that's a challenge that you spoke of in terms of financing your trip together with your family to go abroad? How would you say it has shaped your perception of life today? How has it made you to see life? That if one has a challenge, what's the next thing that should happen? Is it about losing hope? Is it about thinking the unthinkable? Is it about just getting depressed and blaming oneself that why should this happen? Why? How God? Why? How? So how has it changed affected your perception of life?
think depression is not even part of it, because when someone has challenges, the next thing to think is solution. To me, I always think any challenges we definitely have solution. So if anybody is going through something, I think the person should think about the solution, or sit down, pray to the God, and see where things can take you to. I don't really think you go into depression or thinking, or maybe that's the end of the life. No, at the end of the tunnel, there's always light.
At the end of the tunnel, there's always a light. Yes, having told us a little about your person, your growing up, your perception of life, a bit about the family, we appreciate you and thank you for that. Can you tell us a bit about your work life?
My work life? I started working with my father as a welder. That was a long time ago, because my father was a welder, so I worked with him before I had my family. So after my family, after I had my 2 kids, my lead came back, so we decided to travel with my wife, and we left Nigeria to abroad. So later we sold foods.
You do that?
We sell foods.
Phones?
Food stuff.
Okay, you sell food stuffs?
Yeah.
Okay, so with your dad?
No, that was when I was in abroad.
Okay.
So we chip in all African foods.
Okay.
From Nigeria to abroad. We're selling. After that, I go into selling cars. After that, I go into real estate. But my way of doing real estate is very different. Because I can remember a friend introduced me to Island. So we started
Lagos Island?
The island, no, Lekki.
Okay.
So where I said my way of going into real estate is different is I don't build. Okay. Not even me. We are close, like 3 or 4 of us. We don't build. We buy lands, and after 6 or a year, we sell. Anybody knows Lekki really appreciates a lot. If you are buying from Lekki, in 6 months or a year, it appreciates, we sell, and we buy again. So I did that for another 6 years. So later I decided to come into mining, and here we are today.
Earlier you spoke about oil and gas. When did that come in?
The oil and gas came in while I was doing the real estate. I've been doing oil and gas for the past 6 years now.
I'll go with that, you can remember our fathers, such as Baba GMK. When he started Pyramid Ventures, he had a lot of Agowe indigenous working for him. Is that applicable to you in your business? Is there any, and there are those who feel that they should hire their staff from another place for whatever reasons, maybe for discipline or what have you. And I don't say, no, let's somebody from my family, let's somebody from my town, let's also them be a part of
Part of us.
So, what's your view on this? I mean, your organization.
So I'm an industrialist. I manage employees. We are very, very disciplined. My organization is doing well, and when you have discipline in your organization, you won't have problem employing people from the town, the community. When you have a company, we employ a lot of people from different places. I have family that works with me. I have friends that work with me. I have people from my town that works with me.
And they are very different.
And they are different.
So what you would describe your relationship with them as good, excellent, or super?
Say excellent.
With excellence, that is good and good. There's always a room for improvement. How do you organize any training workshops for the staff to improve their productivity? So they've been going on training, seminar, this sort of
Mostly,
or in-house.
Our boss does not require training because most people that work for us might have been working somewhere or they have the experience. What we do is they will work under us as a trial for 5 or 10 days, and we give them trainings. And if we are satisfied with them,
do in-house training.
Yes,
you organize in-house training for them to orientate them as to what is expected of them.
Definitely.
And as they go on with the business, the in-service training continues so that the objectives of the company will be met by the activities of the staff.
Exactly.
You are from Ogun.
Yes.
As a well-traveled man, will you say you still have, how will you describe your passion for Ogun? And then, yes, how will you describe your passion, and what has that passion led you to doing for the town?
The fact that I came out from that town, my love for them is 100%. Because Yoruba said, "Entuba Babili also." So I always have them in mind, and I always make sure I give back to the community, especially from my town.
You've had instances of a king or a monarch. How would you describe your relationship with the traditional ruler of that town and other traditional rulers in the
Ogun is my father, and we have a very good relationship together. Not even him alone. I have people that I can call my father. Like Oni of Ife is my own father. I call him my father every time. And he's a great man. He's a good father to me. And a good son to me too. Same thing happens to people my way. And a lot of them like that.
There is a record by one of Fuji musician. Like you as well. What's the relation with him? Because he has sang your praises in some of his live records. How did it go about, and what's your relationship with him? Is it by chance, or you are that type of person that tell about your social life?
About my social life.
You're a social person.
So I'm a social person, sorry. So myself and Q1 and Masha, the first day we met was when I wanted to invite him to my father's seventh year birthday. That was 2008 or so, whatever. So that's how we got to meet. And from there,
2018.
Yeah, from there we have been continuing our relationship. It's a good father too. We are both together.
So, is your favorite Fuji musician or the others?
He's my first musician.
He sang for you. Can you remember some of the maybe lyric that he sang for you? Can you when you want to relax? Can you collect?
If I can
at least
remember, I think there was one he said, and then you're looking, one shoe in the baby, I'm holding down.
Yeah, that's not this one. It's okay. So what will you say have been that significant things that you have done for Agowe town? So life giving back. What are those things? And what are those significant things? Maybe your building, your plans you still have, or what you have done.
I think I always have this thing at my mind, or I should say, I always put this in front of me before anything, most especially. I don't like saying things that I've done, but in this interview, I'll have to say one or two. I think to the town, there was a call the last 2 years. They made a church for insecurity reasons. I did all my best. Always for them. Apart from that, I always receive messages, calls, help. I always receive help from a lot of people, and with the little I can do, I always give a lot of that. We've done a lot of things to the community and to the town, but that's just the little I can mention for that.
A security patrol van to boost security. That is constructive, given what security challenges that the country is facing. Was there anything from the town to reciprocate that, and this to return such a favor, maybe shooting statue or an award or something?
Yes. Never since then. After I lost my father happens to be one of the committee leaders in Agowe. When this layer that just passed, and my father, this layer that just passed, they called me to represent the family. Because it's not more. That's yes, that's a good recognition, because at least they can see, remember that he has a son. So after that, they have given me awards, and they are still planning to give me more awards, because we are having Agowe Day, and if it before Agowe Day, so it's the night, yeah. So that night, they choose me to be the chairman of the day, and I think that's a good recognition for the guy.
And it's welcome by you, and what
it's a big.
You appreciate it.
I appreciate it.
And to whatever the award will be coming.
Yes, I heard about the award. They said they will be giving me an award for that day.
Based on your community efforts.
Yes, and based on my contributions to the community, to the town, I'm sure to the town.
So what changes, what positive changes in terms of the government do you wish for Agowe? Being a well-traveled person with your exposure, what do you think will still make that town a talk of the town that is still lacking, and then how do you wish to be a part of that development?
Anyways, for now, myself, I don't know about what I've been doing my best and trying to make sure we develop that town one way or another. But you know, data is more, but it's not too small for someone like me to just lay my hands on and turn it to smaller dot tomorrow. But I really wish I go with it become smaller in the future.
You can even become the okay. Yeah, like what are those things that motivate you to want to, that gives you the inner urge to want to do things? Your motivation.
I think I motivate myself, and I got my motivation from my father. Because when I was very small, I'm not really exposed like that. So my motivation came from my own father, and I motivate myself.
Some good things in life will motivate you. How do you feel seeing yourself as a CEO of a group of companies in a country where other people are still grappling with finding their feet? I know I'm something. And there you are. CEO.
It's a blessing for me to be the CEO of Plus, and it's hard working too. I put in hard work
and the grace of God.
And by the grace of God, thank God for everything today. But mostly it's hard work.
You started with a humble beginning, to travel out with your family. Cash was a problem. You went into importation of Nigerian foods, importation and exportation, to real estate, to oil and gas. There you are, mining. By your planning and projection, where do you think you want your business to be in the next 10 years?
If you can open my mind, I want to be a business guru. I want to have a business everywhere. I want to make sure all our youths are working. I want to make sure I put table to people's table. I put food to people's table.
I want to expand your
very big organization.
You to expand your organization nationally and internationally.
Mostly nationally, mostly locally in Nigeria. I want to make sure because there are a lot of youth outside there that need a lot of work. So
am I sitting with the Dangote of the balance?
If that's where he's taking me to,
am I talking to Dangote?
I don't mind.
Dangote in the making?
I do definitely.
What are your? Okay, you have spoken about your marital life. What are your hobbies? How do you relax? How do you unwind? Do you drink? How do you unwind?
I like listening to music. Mostly I like K1. I like listening to him. I like swimming, playing table tennis. I play snooker too. Or maybe when I feel like to just relax, go to a restaurant and have some good food.
So what your delicacies? What are those food? What are those type of food that you like?
I like lamb chops.
You like what?
Lamb chops.
Lamb chops.
Lamb chops.
What about local food?
Local food. I like amala.
Amala and baby. Okay. What do you think turns you, that the moment you see something like this, you are pissed off? What are your turn-ups?
Lies.
Lies.
When people lie to me, like that.
When someone lies integrity and it's a lie, you abhor lies.
Yes.
It's been a nice time talking to you, Mr. Evan. So happy of you. Bye. Thanks for your time. Wishing you best that you wish yourself.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.